Hi, this is Paula Gloria, and this show is Farther Rabbit Hole. For those of you who've been faithful viewers, you realize we've been on for almost 2 seasons. We're just coming on to our 3rd season. The show was originally started by interviews that Alan Steinfeld and I had with people who are now stars on the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? And this movie showed how quantum mechanics indicates that we can have a better life. We can create new realities. And the whole purpose of creating new realities is to create a world of greater harmony, of greater justice, of greater abundance, prosperity, but most of all, of greater wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Several weeks ago on this show, we actually had the producer from the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? And he was promoting his sequel to the film, which is called Down the Rabbit Hole. And for you Manhattan viewers, you'll realize that Farther Down the Rabbit Hole came first. But in any case, I was delighted that they picked up on that theme of pursuing a topic to greater and greater and greater depths. Today, I'm extremely honored to have with us 2 people who have gone down the rabbit hole very far, so that what is out there is not really out there, but it's deep within us. When Mark Vicente, the producer of What the Bleep Do We Know, was on our show a few weeks ago, we had a conference call into India, and we were able to speak at that time to Pilot Baba. He was in a village in India. And today we have Pilot Baba with us, who is a master of siddhis, and he has his foremost disciple, Yogmata, from Japan. So thank you, Pilot Baba, for joining us, and thank you, Yogmata.
Namaste.
Welcome to New York.
Thank you so much.
I think what would be of greatest interest to our viewers is how a man like yourself, who was a military man, came in the midst of doing his dharma, because in India, to follow one's duty is something you're brought up from a little boy to honor and to cherish. And Westerners don't quite appreciate how profound following one's dharma is. But having been in India for so many years, as soon as I heard that you were a fighter pilot over Kashmir and you changed, I knew, I think a little more than most Americans, how dramatic this was. So can you explain a little for our viewers? What was that moment?
See, we are the gift of the nature. We Indians believe in God. In scientific way, God is a great consciousness. It is existent, it is a being. So we are the gift of that being existence. So we Indian, we teach the dharma from very childhood. Either from the mother, either from the father, either from the society, either from the schools. We have a Bhagavad Gita, we have Ramayana, we have a Vedanta, we have a Purana, and we have 6 philosophies.
Right.
Most of the people try to go through it. When we go through it, we feel there's something more what we have in this world. What we seen in this world, it is not enough. It is all beauty which is created by the mind. But we are being taught in early that we are just not a mind. We are beyond the mind. Mind is a humanitarian. Mind is a service. Mind has been given us to make a good relationship in the world, to live in better way, work for the peace, work for the love, work for the compassion.
Your mother, your society, your co-workers,
this is
all is the mind.
All is the mind.
Right.
And
so when you told your mother, for example, you were leaving,
yes,
that was with the mind, and she probably reacted with the mind.
Yes, yes.
She probably thought you were crazy.
No, of course it happens. Whenever you try to go beyond these things, people think that you are crazy.
I see.
Anyone in the world, if he tries to go beyond all these things, think beyond the mind, they will tell you are crazy, you are a psychic.
But you wanted to pursue this because in
See,
Kashmir, what happened in Kashmir?
When it comes to you, nothing can control you. When it comes inside you, nothing, no beauty, no attractions, no science can control you.
Okay.
because it is an inner science.
So maybe your commanding officer said, "Why are you walking
Yeah,
away from such a
I
position?"
fly for the Indian Air Force
Yes.
for 14 years.
Yes.
I resigned as a wing commander. I was commanding. I fly as a flying officer, as a pilot officer, as a flight lieutenant, as a squadron leader. And as a wing commander, I commanded many stations.
Did you ever have to kill anybody to put the bombs, or you were helping?
Yes, I work. I was very active pilot in 65 Pakistan war. I was
65.
I was the man of who fight alone for the freedom of Portugal. But we have Goa. Get free the Goa. I was the first man without anybody command, with one by command. I go drop the bomb because I want to free the.
Because you see, today there are people who are going to war in America, in Iraq, and even though they may look at you and they say you're an Indian and you don't have the problems that I have, I'm feeling that as a man who is facing a decision in life, that they can relate to you.
We have a personal life, individual life, we have a social life.
Right.
Our individual life can be taken for the social life. You can overcome, you can give up own luxury, own benefit, own liking, own taste for the society, for beauty of the society,
right.
Beauty of the world, for the loves, for the compassion, most probably for the peace. Every humanity wants a peaceful living in this world. But it is very hard. The religion has confused. There are many.
The religion's confused.
Yeah, religion has confused the world.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Not just the West. India.
We can say the Islam, the Christians, Hinduism, there are many 7, 8 powerful religions in the world. They have confused and they have exploited the humanity.
Okay.
They have fooled the humanity. They have created slavery.
Now you knew this as a pilot, right?
Yes.
You knew this religious confusion existed, but you say something came from beyond the mind that could not stop you.
When we see the people, we find the people are suffering. Why this suffering is there?
Right.
You have to say, why they cannot have a peace? Why they cannot have a compassion? Why they can't have a love? Why they cannot share their love to the others? Why they cannot see themselves who they are?
Right.
We know about the name, you know about the personality, you know about the jobs, you know about the beauty of the body and the minds. But why people cannot see the inner beauty of self, who they are? If religions are going to teach these things, everyone is a one. We are descended energy from the higher consciousness. You are not separate from each one, anyone. We are not separate. We are inner connection to each one. To make no difference for color, caste and creed and religion. Teaching should come in the better way. Everybody is one. Everybody needs a love. Everybody needs a service. Everybody needs a compassion. And everybody live a peaceful life living. And let us share this energy. This energy does not come from outside. It is not a mind. It is not invention. Invention, any science.
Invention.
Inventing science, it will give you a luxury, give a better living, it will give you a better facility, but it cannot give you a peace.
And you felt this as a young officer.
You feel that
and you could see
what we are doing, what for we are killing the people.
Right.
Why should we kill the people? Am I Hindu? Am I Indian? And because they are Pakistani, I should destroy them? No. We should, because we have lost our brotherhood.
But when you made that decision, then you had some big task in front of you, right? You went to the Himalayas and you studied, you did tapas. Can you explain the purpose of tapas?
Yeah, because we have to take yourself away from that society. You have to try to go beyond the mind. With the mind, not possibility is not there. Mind is a creative things. Mind always goes on creating, go on thinking, go on observing, go on letting know something. So if you want to go more deeper and deeper, then you have to go beyond the mind. You have to develop the awareness. and you have to keep distance from the mind and the body, and you have to realize that who you are. Once you realize that, then if oneness, you will create a oneness to the existence. You will create a oneness to the whole. When these things appear within yourself, then you can share that love to the all. You will feel
Very
that,
nice.
okay, we are all.
And Yogmata was the same for you, that you were dissatisfied and then you sought for the oneness?
Yes, world is suffering, people is suffering. I had disease for not good health. I got to yoga track to make balancing, everything balancing, and the mind make peace for deep meditation. So Babaji come to Japan to do samadhi, to the demonstrate. So I was a yoga teacher in Tokyo, many yoga school. That was from now 25 years before. So that time I helped to the Baba Samadhi, underground Samadhi and water Samadhi.
You know, did he tell you in Japan that he would teach you this?
Yeah, he's for the beyond the mind.
To go beyond the mind.
Yes.
Now, for the sake of our viewers who don't understand what samadhi is, I will say what I understand it is, and then you can correct me of what you are teaching. These masters know how to go beyond the limitations that most of us experience with our bodies. We need a certain amount of air, a certain amount of sleep, a certain amount of activity. They have achieved a certain balance where they can go into a sealed room that has only a certain quantity of air that most normal people would suffocate in after a certain amount of time. But because of the accomplishment of the connection between their mind and their body that's developed by being familiar with who they are beyond their mind and body, they can then achieve a coordination that allows them to sustain awareness in a completely still and quiet body, and more remarkably, can be viewed by other people. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Now, I understand the accomplishment is when you're viewed by other people, there's a lot of psychic energy. It's not like being in your
In the
cave quiet.
simple world, in the simple way, you can say that samadhi is going beyond body and the mind. In simple words. So far your body, so far your mind, so far so you will have a relation with the worlds. And that is support energy. Body needs oxygen, body needs food, body needs energy when you are active, working, and mind is important. Things are moving. But when you want to be isolated within yourself, so you have to go beyond the very first. To go in the samadhi, you have to go beyond the mind. If there is a mind, there is no samadhi. That is illumination of mind. That is, you can say, you are enlightened, we are realized. But those realization, that enlightenment is the mind, object, the subject. There are many thousands of masters are there. Everyone say, I am realized. But does not mean that they have reached to the samadhi. They are enlightened. In a subjective way they have been enlightened. They are intellectuals. They are highly intellectual. They are philosophers. They know the great knowledge about the divinities.
Right.
But they don't know the self. They know their mind. They have developed their cognition power. They have brought more sharpened, more illuminated, but going beyond all these things is a samadhi. Samadhi means you are oneness with the space, oneness with the earth, oneness with the wind, oneness with the fire. You have created a oneness to all the nature things.
And how does nature respond when you go? If there's drought, like you went to a very dry part of India, no water.
No meaning. See, everywhere there are, suppose think of the water. Water is just not on the earth. Water is there everywhere, in the space, in the ground,
in the universe,
in the universe, within you. So through the water we can reach anywhere. We are descended. When we are descended, we have what accumulated within this universe, within yourself.
So you're talking about the elements.
Yeah,
Earth,
elements,
air,
actually.
fire, water.
Yeah.
So
Through the element, if you can create a oneness with the element, then you can put samadhi with the elements also. And
okay.
that your message can be carried out anywhere.
Okay, now viewers, this is very deep what Pilot Baba is saying. He's saying through the elements you can have your message carry anywhere. So on that note, let's use the air element and maybe put the character generator up, and let's have some call-ins to see how Manhattan is following you, because I know that you're giving out some very deep wisdom here, and if we can hear how callers are responding to this, then we can make it more effective so that your accomplishment can benefit more people. Yog Mata, would you rather be here or in a cave in India? Or you have no preference?
What do you mean?
Cave.
Cave? Yeah.
You'd rather be in a cave to do samadhi?
I'm peat, making peat on the ground.
Underground?
Yeah, underground.
Oh, you're going to tell us about how you do it?
Yeah.
Why did you choose Yog Mata to transfer such knowledge?
Yog Mata, I found that when I came in Japan, I was invited by the Fuji television.
The political division?
Fuji television.
Oh, okay.
Japan Fuji television, they invited me, and Kedo News Agency. They together work, they together they work, and they invited for the mystery of the worlds. In that, my samadhi was asked to demonstrate.
You were one of the mysteries.
Yeah, I mean, it was asked to demonstrate in that. I invited the people who were those interested with the yoga and samadhi, they are welcome.
And she came?
And she came with the group. I find that she has a courage to go beyond. I found that she has a divinity within her.
So you saw her courage and her divinity.
Yes,
and you said
so
this.
I help her to take her to my master.
In the Himalayas?
Yes, I took her to my master. I said, if she is eligible for that, we can give a gift to her.
I see.
She go and practice in the caves.
So you first saw him on television in Japan?
Yeah.
And
help.
We worked together.
But you didn't do samadhi in Japan, did you?
I was in so much yoga teaching already 20 years.
I see.
I have a center, 50 center in Tokyo.
I did samadhi in Japan.
I see.
On the TV. It was going to the people. In that, she was helping with the staff. She has many yoga student instructor. With her, she was helping to make it better. She has done many samadhi in India. Most of the world knows. Even though it was on the CNN, TAS, in BBC, they pick up that program. Such a Japan scientific country, developed country, a woman from the Japan, how she is doing, how she will make it. It was a big surprise for them. Though Indian has a right because they are practicing for samadhi and meditation. If someone from America, someone from Japan, someone from Germany, if going to perform this samadhi, that become a miracle.
Okay, I'm very interested in the miracles because I like to see proof, a demonstration that people are caring and that the caring people can bring the harmony and the justice and the love and the peace to all of the people. You don't do this to be selfish, to have a pleasant experience.
We have to learn something. See, we have everything. We are having a thirsty for the love. We are hunger for the peace.
And it's right there.
Everything is there, but we are looking outside.
Right.
It becomes political.
Oh, so this is the beginning of politics, because we look outside.
It becomes political. They say everything on the cell, nothing is on the cell. It is, things has gone in the happiness, the pleasures, it has gone in the hand of politics. It becomes a power.
Okay, but now...
Power of politics, power of spiritualism, power of man's, power of money.
Right.
And this has confused the whole humanity for suffering. So certain miracles, if there is a school to teach, what is happening? The world is confused because of education. Islam is teaching different education, Hinduism is teaching different education, Sikhism is church is teaching different. This education has confused the worlds to fight the war in this world because of the religion.
So you want to end the confusion through the demonstration of samadhi, that you show that there's something beyond the mind, beyond the education, beyond the conditioning.
Paula, it is a power.
Samadhi.
Samadhi is a power, and human being has the most powerful energy, the implementation of his thought. We say in Hindi, sankalpa. What we will, it will happen. Samadhi is a sankalpa. We say sankalpa.
So that's the willpower.
That is razor willpower.
And the willpower is how we create our life?
Yes.
But you're saying it's an illusion. Sankalpa is an illusion?
Sankalpa is not an illusion.
It's not an illusion.
Sankalpa is the most practical determination power.
Okay.
One can operate. If you are sitting in the samadhi, you can control the time.
Ah, so you're saying when you're in samadhi in a very peaceful, expanded state, you're feeling a love and a oneness of all of humanity, then whatever you think will develop in that powerful
once
state?
you become a Buddha within yourself, within, then you are handed over that energy to the earth, Mother Earth, to take it to the all.
Through the elements.
Through the element you can contribute and let it go to the alls.
I see.
You don't need to tell the people. It
Right.
will impress, it will affect.
I see. Just because you're in balance and harmony, you're bringing balance and harmony everywhere
else. It will happen, yes.
Wonderful. I don't think we're having any calls right now, so maybe let's do about 10 minutes of a roll-in that was done with Alan Steinfeld and a friend of mine named Jenaba in New York, and I was in Bangalore, India, and I was hoping to watch the show over the video, over the internet. But in that day in Bangalore, I think this was December 2003, the internet was down in Bangalore, but still the telephone worked. And so I was able to place a call to Alan and to Jenaba, and we, at that time, had another roll-in of a master talking about Kundalini yoga. So can we have that roll-in now? I don't know if I can hear the caller or the callers. Can you hear me in the studio?
Yeah, we're lining it up.
Okay, it's being lined up right now. So while it's being lined up, I want to tell you to keep the notes, and let's ask Pilot Baba about this show. I can't hear anything.
More than that, not just to convince people that that can be done by certain
Can someone
saints,
make the TV so
but
I
to
can
try
hear?
to inspire in people to know that they have within themselves a master that can comprehend what that means.
Well, let's just
First of
show.
all-
Wait, Paula.
first of all-
Paula, wait. Let's just roll. Let me just roll that clip in now of Swami Kaleshwar talking about the most incredible thing he's seen. Okay?
Well, didn't you say they've already seen
No,
that
they
clip?
saw the opening stuff. We're going to show that right now. Can we roll that clip and listen while you're there?
Roll the clip and I'll hear
Yes.
him.
Okay. Can we roll the clip?
So what's the most, you've met a lot of saints. What's the greatest thing you've seen when you've met these saints? What impressed you?
What I seen, they cutted their hands. Again, they jointed. They healed themselves. They took the wild cobra themselves. They, in front of me, got bitten. Then, once few seconds, healed.
And they teach you how to do this too?
I will learn. One part I know, but it's a lot of process. The Shakti, unbelievable process.
How do you find Shakti? What is Shakti?
Shakti means to receiving the angel's power in you. You are like an angel, walking angel in this planet. You are the man of huge Shakti. To heal the world, to get the commanding, to wash out all the negativity.
You talk about opening channels.
Opening the
Which
channels.
channels? In the body?
In the body, in the soul.
Where are these located?
I teach in my talks the 7 very powerful treasure spots mainly, but I recommend 3 is very most powerful. One is third eye, one is the heart, second one is the backside of the navel, the Kundalini sthana, backside of the navel. It brings the energy up. Third eye brings the highest enlightenment. The heart, when you've seen something melodious incident with your eyes, it touches your heart, then you started to cry. You hear something melodious talk, melodious music, without your notice, touches your heart. It goes to your 3 ears and it goes to touch your heart, and you started to cry. You melt with love. It means the door is opening. Huge love. Inner secrecy energy is hidden in you. That melodious music is awakening in you, is opening in you. Then you are melting in the love and you're crying. This means high vibrations, positive vibrations is flowing on you. It's coming from you.
So love is the real key to your teaching.
Key. So my recommendation to really to sit deepest meditation to bring highest joy. Connect with God, suck the highest power, learn higher technology of spirituality.
It's been really great talking to you. I've been talking to a beautiful teacher from India, Swami Kaleshwar, sharing many of his deep, heartfelt teachings with a vital message for the West, and he'll be coming to New York, so I will let everyone know. Thank you for watching. This is Alan Steinfeld, and I'll see you next time.
Hi, we're back in the studio live with Jennifer, who's just been to India, and Paula Gloria Sakanas on the phone. Are you still on the phone from India?
Yeah, Alan, I'm here. I only heard that last bit of Swami talking about sucking in the high divinity, supernatural powers, or
Right.
the blessings. Did they hear him talk about Kundalini yoga?
Yes, they talked. We played the part where he talked about the most incredible thing he saw was saints or masters cutting off their arm and reattaching that.
Okay, so now my comments on that is the very last part that I heard. He was talking about drawing in the very high spiritual energy, but then not just reveling in enjoying that, but using high technology in order to digest those energies so that you can start to play with them. Now, you wouldn't think of taking off body parts and putting them back on again as a particularly playful activity,